I got invited to Los Angeles because I focus on teaching just two double bass techniques, flat foot and ankle technique. Sounds wild, right? But that's exactly what happened. Most drum teachers nowadays will tell you that you need 4 or 5 different foot techniques to play from slow to medium to fast double bass. They'll tell you to master the swivel, heel toe doubles, heel down, heel toe singles, and so on. It sounds complex because it is. And for most drummers, it becomes overwhelming before they ever see results. So the success of our drum camp actually proves something very different. Most drummers don't want overwhelm. They want clarity. They want direction. A simple, focused path that actually works. And that's exactly how we built one of the fastest growing drum communities in the world, by focusing on just 2 double bass techniques. That morning, walking to the subway, it still hadn't fully sunk in. I wasn't flying to LA for a tour or a gig. I was flying because a group of motivated drummers had finally started getting results. And that's what made this whole thing feel different. Actually, this all just started 3 months ago when we launched Marthyn's drum camp. It wasn't flashy. We didn't launch with ads or influencers or big name endorsements. We just focus on solving the biggest frustrations that drummers deal with, especially when it comes to double bass drumming. To be honest, I thought in the first few months maybe 30 to 50 drummers would join. That felt like a realistic goal. But within just 10 weeks, we had over 160 members. It blew my expectations out of the water, because once we announced that we are focusing on just 2 foot techniques, flat foot and ankle, things took off. And why? Because most drummers are tired of being told to switch to swivel at 200 BPM, tired of trying to force heel toe or heel down to work, even though it doesn't feel natural. They are tired of cycling through random YouTube tutorials, hoping one of them finally unlocks speed or control. They are tired of seeing 0 progress after months of effort. And the truth is, it's not because they are lazy, far from it. The drummers who joined our drum camp weren't lacking motivation. Many had already invested in top tier pedals like Axis, Trick, Charge Copito, you name it. When it comes to equipment, they had everything they needed to succeed, but they were still stuck. Stuck with a weak left foot, stuck at 130 BPM, struggling with twitching, shin burn, and no real consistency. Practicing hard, but getting nowhere. They didn't need another technique. They needed clarity, a clear and simple path, something that finally made sense and actually worked. That clarity and the results that came with it led to something I never expected. We came in 2nd place worldwide in the Skool Games. So officially, our drum camp is the 2nd fastest growing music community on Skool worldwide. And because of that, I got invited to Los Angeles to visit the Skool headquarters. There I would get the chance to meet Alex Hormozi and Sam Owens and learn from them personally how I can improve our service even further. When I walked into the Skool event in LA, everything started to feel real. Our drum camp now wasn't just an online group anymore, it was a movement. A community of drummers from all over the world who had one thing in common. They wanted to stop wasting time and finally make progress. Standing there at the event with Hormozi, with Sam, holding that trophy. It wasn't just a personal win, it was a moment for every drummer who chose simplicity over confusion and finally started to move forward. And even while I was in LA, 2 drum camp members came to visit me. They messaged me, we made it happen. And what did we do? Exactly what we do inside the camp. We practiced, working on the flat foot and the ankle technique. We drilled through the same workouts I've built for the community. What was crazy was how familiar it felt. Even though we were in a hotel room in a different country, it felt like a regular session inside the camp. Because it's not about the hype, it's about real progress step by step. Ta-da! So this right here is what I brought back home to Austria. But this isn't just a trophy, it's a reminder. Double bass drumming can be incredibly frustrating when you first start learning it. The techniques feel weird, your feet won't cooperate, and it's easy to feel like maybe you're just not built for this. But trust me, it gets easier, especially when you follow a simple approach. And even more importantly, when you're surrounded by other drummers who are trying their best, sharing their wins and sharing their learnings. This trophy right here isn't just for me. I want to dedicate it to all of our amazing members, more than 160 already, inside of Marthyn's drum camp. My friends, you made this happen.